The Curse of a Old House. It was 11 o'clock at night. The solitary house stood at the edge of the village, surrounded by an old mango orchard. Darkness had settled on every leaf. Nila lived there alone. Her husband worked in Dhaka and visited monthly. The old house needed constant maintenance, which is why Nila had to stay. A persistent uneasiness always dwelled in Nila's chest. The house was very old. Cracks lined the walls. Water seeped in during the monsoon. At night, there were sounds. Nila tried to tell herself, "It's an old house. There will be sounds." But tonight was different. While asleep, she felt someone calling her, "Nila, Nila." The voice was very clear. She sat up in bed, straining her ears. Outside, only the chirping of crickets. Nothing else. She lay down again, and then, "Nila." The voice sounded very close, right by her headboard. She could hear breathing, a cold breath. Nila shuddered. She opened her eyes. She reached out to turn on the light, but her hand wouldn't move. No sound escaped her throat. Her entire body was stiff. Then she saw it. A shadow, standing in the corner of the room. It looked human, but was not human. Tall, very tall. Its arms were abnormally long, dangling to the floor. It had no face, just a black cavity. The shadow moved. It made no sound of walking, just slithered forward. It approached Nila's bed. Right before her eyes, that dark face leaned down towards her. She wanted to scream, but couldn't. She could only watch. A cold touch landed on her forehead, cold as ice. Then darkness. She woke up in the morning to sunlight. Nila thought she had dreamt it, but the coldness on her forehead was unforgettable. The next few days were normal. Nila began to think it truly was just a dream. It was Friday. Her husband called. He said he would arrive the next day. Nila was happy. At 11 o'clock that night, it rained, a heavy downpour, thunder and lightning. The electricity went out. Nila lit a candle. She was lying in bed reading a book. Suddenly, there was a tapping on the window pane. Tock, tock, tock. Nila's heart raced. Was it just the rain hitting the window? But the sound wasn't normal. It sounded like someone was scratching with fingernails. She took the candle and went to the window. Pressing her face against the glass, she peered out. It was dark outside. Two white eyes stared back at her. Nila backed away. The eyes moved. They were coming toward her. She locked the door. She closed all the windows, but a sound came from inside, from the corner of her bedroom. "Nila, I have arrived." Nila stared. The shadow was there again. This time it was clearer, covered in mud, moss clinging to its body. It exuded the smell of wet earth. The shadow extended its hand. It came towards Nila. "I will take you." Nila wanted to run. Her legs wouldn't move. The shadow came closer. Its hand touched Nila's throat, cold as ice. Nila's breathing choked off. Suddenly lightning struck. Bright light flooded the room. The shadow vanished. Nila lost consciousness. In the morning, she opened her eyes to see her husband sitting beside her on the bed. She had a fever. A doctor came. Nila said nothing. She thought everyone would think she was crazy. There was peace for a few days. Nila thought it was all over. A mistake. It was the night of the full moon. Nila was asleep. She suddenly woke up. The bed was shaking. Her hair was being pulled. Someone was pulling it. She opened her eyes. The shadow was right above her. The cavity of its face was bigger now, filled with darkness. "No one can stop me." Nila screamed. Her husband woke up. He turned on the light. Nothing was there. Nila said, "Let's leave here right now." Her husband agreed. They set off in the car. The car drove down the dirt road. Suddenly, the engine died. The headlights went out. There was a muddy handprint on the car's bonnet. Then a face at the window, white eyes, faceless. The car door flew open. It started pulling Nila out. Nila's husband began to recite verses from the Quran. The pulling instantly stopped, and the entity screamed and fled into the distance. They quickly started the car and drove back to the city, moving into her husband's quarter. Nila's husband went to the imam of the mosque. After hearing everything, the imam said, "There is something beneath that house. It's an old story. A sannyasi, ascetic, was buried alive beneath that house for his treasure. His spirit is now restless." After the Isha prayer, the imam came to the house. He recited the Quran. He drove iron nails into the four corners of the property. "There will be no more trouble now," the imam said, and left. Nila woke up early the next morning. A note was on her headboard. It read, "No matter where you go, I will find you, because you are mine."